go back and forth like that and have the ball at the end with a chance to take the lead with 3 minutes left, and to have that interception happen, to turn around and give up a big run, pass interference on third and long, obviously extremely disappointing. So credit to Maryland, they found a way to make one more play, but I know the guys in our locker room are pretty upset, pretty hurt right now. And as I told them, things that cause winning and losing, it's not this mysterious thing out there. It's winning the turnover battle, fourth quarter shutouts, all the different things that we were not able to do tonight, and still had a chance to win. So we're pretty disappointed, but we'll regroup. So I'll see what the questions you guys have.
On first and goal and third and goal, that's on the last drive. You didn't have to throw. Why did you guys throw?
The first and goal play, forgive me, I'm trying to think back to play calling as it happened. The third down play, I mean, I think, for us, it was man, even corner out versus man. Their corner was playing number one in man, made amazing plays playing. The guy just came off and saw the ball and picked it off. They were, on that play, we're trying to win the game. They were trying to think a corner route's going to either be incomplete or kick a field goal. So I don't know that you can. I don't know that you can do anything else on that. The play before that was a hand. First down play was a handoff, and Chuba's taking third down reps. It's not a zone read; it's just a handoff. He pulled the ball because the guy came up the field, Chuba just handed it off. Like, you haven't seen the tape, maybe he saw something I didn't see. I think when he got outside the pocket, realized he had no protection. He threw the ball away. But that was a running play, run call. It was not a pass play or an RPO.
On the third, and go back to that, did everything go off correctly on that play? Before the routes run and everything like that?
Yeah. It's 200 by 1 and 2 and a corner out by 3, right? You play man, it's man, they go corners over, they chase 1 and 2, and you throw the ball to corner out to number 3. And I'll have to wait and see the tape. The kid must have just looked up and saw the ball thrown, so I don't know if they ran the right routes. I don't know what happened, or he made a great play.
Can you discuss the decision there with Jeff after the 2 turnovers and taking him out and putting Chuba in, and just what kind of life he thought he gave you on that last drive?
Yeah, I thought, obviously Heinrich went out there. We had discussed, Heinrich's been a little beat up lately. Like, hey, maybe we'll give Jeff a series. Heinrich came out with the ankle. They cleared him to go back in, but he was trying to run out there. He looked pretty like he was laboring. So over Jeff, we had 2 turnovers. Really 3, but 2. But the fumble just, his quarterback counter. It's not there. We don't reverse field. It just, at some point, we have to just kind of execute the plays that are there. And so we don't need guys trying to make a play when it's not there. 2nd and 7, get the 3rd and 5, go for on 3rd and 5. So, just kind of say, let's give Chuba a shot. So Chuba, I thought, moved us down the field, and we were in position to, go win the game. Anytime you put the 3rd guy in who hasn't gotten as many reps, right? I think it's going to happen. The same play that he pulled the ball on, it looked like a bad snap, and back in the end zone was when he ran the ball out. Those are just handoffs, those aren't zone reads. But I thought maybe it was a bad snap. That's what I'm looking for again. So that's why he went and ran the ball. But again, want to run the clock there, get the ball down tight, have a safe 3rd down call, and then kick a field goal and let the defense go in. And but even still, even with the fumble, as I told the team in there, there's always going to be different, obviously, narratives, which I understand. And obviously, it's not good enough when you have to be turnovers yet again. I mean, it's just the same thing over and over. We're going to has to stop at some point. But I do expect our defense to go out there and get that stop. And they got obviously the pass interference, and then we're able to make a couple plays and then kick the field goal. So I think all of us, in times like this, have to say, what can we do better? What can I do better? And kind of go from there.
With those turnovers, I know you said it's something that has to keep getting worked on and addressed. Is it something that you're not seeing, or it's getting better in practice, but then it's like kind of rearing its ugly head in game day, or is it something that's still overall needing to be addressed?
Yeah, I mean, the first one, as you can probably tell, it's pretty animated. We ran a double move. And I felt like we ran a slant and go, and I thought there should have been pass interference. I thought he got grabbed, and I was pretty animated. So, the quarterback sees the guy come running out of it. The second one, that's a quarters beater. It was man. The ball has to do that. Play has to be checked. It wasn't checked, and then Jalen ran right by the safety. So, I think anytime you get your 2nd and 3rd quarterback, obviously they're not getting the same reps. And so, the fumble obviously is a problem. You can't have that happen. So, I think anytime what's happening across multiple players, you have to, as a coaching staff, you have to sit there and say, well, we're obviously not getting it done. And, last thing I want to do is get up here and blame players. There's certain things that have to happen, which is okay to say that, but, if it falls on my head to get it done, and you saw the impact of us taking the ball away a few times. And, it's just, it's really, as I said to the guys, it's just a shame. It overshadows all the other good things that they're doing. When you get 4 turnovers and you lose 13-10, that's pretty hard to do. And so it means that we're, being physical and running the football and doing some other decent things, but the passing game really is just not where it needs to be for us.
How complicated is that quarterback discussion now moving forward? You have 3 guys that have now played a lot for you. How do you kind of decide how you want to manage this thing going forward?
I think you just take it day by day. You get in there tomorrow and you see sort of, where's Heinrich at, physically. Heinrich's gift is that he's a dual threat player, so if he doesn't have the ability to run and cut and do all those things, then, that limits, kind of what he can do. But Chubba is getting back to being healthy, and so it's good to see him. It's good to see him have the opportunity to go play. So I think we just kind of get out there. We have to get out back tomorrow and just take it day by day. And hoping when we get to Tuesday, we don't want to just be waffling back and forth. We want to have somebody get the main reps, and someone else get the second best reps, and kind of go from there. But I would be lying to you if I told you I knew who that was going to be right now.
So Heinrich, you say it was an ankle today?
Yeah, he came off, took him in the tent, so it was an ankle. So they cleared him. You can see him, he's kind of sprinting back and forth, but certainly not the level that he normally would play at.
You talked about wanting the guys to play loose, play free, and Leonard and Rip. Were you happy with the way that at least the defense played today and their attitude?
Yeah, I thought when it came to defensively, it's just, but it's the same thing, right? It's the same game. They're all the same games for us, right? Like it was, pretty dominant on defense for long stretches, and then explosive pass, right? Dominant on defense and explosive pass, right? So, if we continue to minimize those things, we could be even better on defense. Took the ball away today, which was great. I don't know if we sacked the quarterback once or twice. So, I thought the defense came to play. I thought our special teams, we ran the fake punt early in the game on the first drive. We put Quentin Ives out there as a true freshman kick returner. Ethan Nation as a true freshman punt returner. We were ready. We were going to play to win. So, and then offensively, I thought there were long times of just dominant, kind of downhill run game, right? We just you don't convert third downs or create explosives. It's hard to maintain that. As I'm sitting out there, not that I would ever want someone hurt, there's some other guys who are kind of beat up, and but you have to put the ball in the end zone when you have those opportunities, and just weren't able to do that.
Was Chubba in a place with his health? You mentioned he's getting back, where if you had to go to him in a situation that wasn't just a drive like that, you needed him for a full game, that you could use him?
Yeah, I think he answered that better than me. I know, the other day they did the groin testing. They do it every week, and his strength was back to where it originally was. That being said, he definitely does have, something that might require something at the end of the year. But when his number was called, he went out there and he played, and we're backed up on our own 4-yard line, right? It took us all the way down to the opposite floor with a chance to score. You talk about moments that can ignite an offense and ignite a team. Even in the first half, right, we take the ball all the way down the field, go for 4th and 2, we get it. We get down to the 27-yard line. That was a tough call for me because that had set the 25-yard line because of the wind today. And, we thought, hey, let's go for a 4th and 2 with the wind, and didn't get it. And he brings us all the way back down again, and then we throw the interception in the end zone. So I think that we had 2 interceptions in the end zone today is difficult, right? So then that drive at the end, again, those are drives that can ignite a season and turn a season around. And we just didn't finish. I'm happy to see that Chubba got a chance to play, and if he's the guy, we'll coach him up as best we can.
What's the message to your team with 2 games, 2 more chances to clinch ball eligibility?
Yeah, I think right now, when you win and you lose, it's really important to talk about the moment that you're in. I think for me, it's important to remind them, how much I respect them and care about them, and how I know some guys are really hurting, and some guys I'm sure feel like, man, I let the guys down, or if I hadn't done this, but it's the man in the arena, the guy that has the guts to go out there, that puts himself out there. So I just encourage them to make sure they understand that at the University of Nebraska, I expect us to finish the game on offense, but also expect us to finish the game on defense. And this shouldn't be anything but a team. And that when I think about that game, I think about what I could have done differently, not, oh, you should have done this. So I encourage the team to do that. I encourage the team to come back next week, ready to go. This is, as I said, the things that we talk about, not beating ourselves, not having penalties, winning the turnover battle, running the ball and stopping the run, affecting the quarterback, fourth quarter shutouts, middle eight, all the things that we talk about are really what winning and losing is about. And so our guys are learning that lesson, sometimes really good, sometimes really bad, in terms of like tough circumstances, not tough circumstances, but if they can learn everything there is to know about winning and losing in these times, they'll be really good in the end. So just reminded them that, we'll go play Wisconsin, it's another Big Ten team. It'll probably be the same type of game, probably get down to the end, probably need to make one more play than the other team did. Tonight Maryland did, to give them credit. But I really do believe that that's the message. And I believe that our seniors, they're winners. And I know how badly they want to win, how badly they want to finish with a win and get to a bowl game and all those different things. And sometimes you have to overcome these circumstances and show back up, when you're kind of crushed to get there. And I expect our guys to do that versus a really tough Wisconsin team next week. So, but that was the message. There wasn't a lot of yelling and screaming. I know the guys played hard. They laid their heart and soul on the line. Got guys banged up, other guys stepped in. I just want them to learn from it and continue to get better.
Quentin Newsome status?
Yeah, Quentin, unfortunately, we tried to take the pads off a little bit this week and help the guys out, so we took the pads off on Tuesday, Monday, freshman day, put the pads off on Wednesday, just the tops, and was tackling somebody, like, butting a guy up and hit his shoulder, and so we thought he'd be cleared for the game today. Wasn't quite ready. He certainly wanted to play, so we expect he'll be ready next week, but just kind of an unfortunate event on Wednesday.
With Chubba, was that the same thing that he'd been dealing with earlier in the season, or was it something different?
Yeah, no, Chubba's just been kind of dealing with that going since he heard it in preseason.
All good?
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.